And the reason is because we do go through these transition periods in our life, and basically what it is, it's where we're letting go of a part of our identity and stepping into a new part of us, right? Hi, Michael. What would you recommend around someone who has suicidal thoughts and alcohol addiction? How do I help him? Ooh, great question, Alicia. Just give me a moment to sit with this for a moment. I just want to. All right, let's see with this specific person. Let's go through, see what we can do. And I want to come from an intuitive space for this, Alicia, but just to give you some feedback on that, I've been in that position myself. I've had suicidal thoughts, and if I'm honest with you, I feel like majority of people do have suicidal thoughts at some point or another through their life. So he's not alone, and no one's alone in this. And the reason is because we do go through these transition periods in our life, and basically what it is, it's where we're letting go of a part of our identity and stepping into a new part of us, right? So a lot of these suicidal thoughts are around this time because we're a part of us is dying and we're moving into a new part of us. But yeah, in terms of suicidal thoughts, I've been there, myself. Of three times throughout my life, I've been in that position. So I completely understand where he is and what's happening at the moment. And I've also had an alcohol addiction in terms of I wasn't one that would drink every day, but I'd binge drink, for 3 or 4 days every week, pretty much. So I can relate to that, but I really want to connect in and see what I can recommend for him. The biggest thing that comes to me with this is the biggest recommendation I would have for this is sometimes we actually go, and this is what I'm seeing with this scenario when I connect into this solution. So I'm just going to let it come through, and I'm just going to speak it, and I'm sharing it all with love and with connection. Yeah. So what I'm seeing with this is, and this scenario here, and I actually see it with a lot of scenarios in this situation, is what happens is because people want to help, right? What ends up happening is they actually try and help too much, yeah? And what they end up doing is they end up becoming very overwhelming for the person who's in that space, right? And what happens is not just by what they're saying, but by their energy going to this person full on, right? Uh, Overwhelms them energetically, and then psychologically it overwhelms as well. And people are always going, you need help, you need to do this, you need to go to this, you need to do this. And what happens, right, is the person actually doesn't have time to sit in and process what's happening for them. And all they've got is all this noise, energetic and physical noise happening around them, telling them what to do, or trying to, put energy over them to help them. Yeah. And it, as I said, doesn't give them the opportunity to process within inside themselves. So if you wanted to help him, I'd invite you to allow your energy to come back to you. So bring your energy away from him. Yeah. I'd invite you to, uh, look at ways where you can support. So to me, supporting isn't going, hey, you should go see Michael, right? Supporting is saying, what can I do to help and support you? Yeah. So allowing them to share with you what you can do to help and support them. And then if they give you an option, I say, okay, and follow through with that. Don't try and put your beliefs or what you feel is right for them onto them, right? It's if you don't feel that's right for them, that doesn't mean anything. You got to listen to what they want the help and support with, and you've got to provide that in the way that they want. Yeah, uh, and then that's, as someone from the outside, that's the best advice and guidance I can give you, because when they're in that position, there's actually not a lot people outside can do besides just be there for support and give them the space and time to work through it for themselves. Because alcohol addictions are created because there's a heavy traumas that have been suppressed, right? And people just sometimes aren't willing to deal with those traumas. And while people are trying to get them to change, trying to do these things, and energetically smothering them. It's not allowing them to get into a space where they can deal with those traumas. Yeah. So I say that with love and connection, and from someone who's been a male in that position, right? I wasn't able to move beyond it and deal with it, my traumas, my alcohol addiction, everything, until I was able to get space and time for me without everyone energetically and physically overwhelming me. Yeah, and that wasn't just because if I'm honest, a lot of people didn't even know. A lot of people around me didn't even know I was suicidal. Yeah, but I still, I had everyone around me, in terms of work, in terms of um, family, energetically all over me, physically all over me, stuff like that. So that was really overwhelming me and driving me. And it wasn't until I was able to move myself out of the workplace uh, and away from the workplace and basically pretty much isolating myself away from most people and connecting when I chose, not when they chose. That enabled me to get through the addiction, for the traumas to come up, and then move beyond them and move beyond the suicidal thoughts, move beyond the alcohol addiction and all that. So I hope that helps, Alicia, and much love to the man that you're talking about. And the thing that comes through me right now is that he's strong. Yeah, he's strong.